Have you ever wondered why some people get rich while others, no matter how hard they work, seem to be stuck in the same financial spot? It's a question that keeps many of us up at night. The answer isn't about luck or inheritance. It's about how you think about money. Most people wake up every morning, go to work, and wait for that paycheck. We're taught from childhood that this is the only way to survive. The formula seems simple: go to school, get a good job, work hard, and success will follow. This belief wires our brains to think that money only comes from trading our time. You give an hour of your life, you get paid for an hour. This is called earned income, and it has a huge flaw. It stops the moment you stop working. And since your time is limited, your income will always be limited. You can't work more than 24 hours a day, right? This is the financial trap that most people never escape. But rich people see things differently. They don't see money as something to chase or buy. They see it as a tool, a seed that can be planted to grow into a forest of wealth. Instead of asking, "How many hours do I need to work to afford this?" they ask, "How can I build a system that makes money for me, even when I'm asleep?" Their focus isn't on labor, it's on ownership. They aim to own assets, businesses, and investments that generate income whether they're physically working or not. To understand this better, let's break down the three main types of income. First, there's earned income, which we've talked about. This is your salary, your wages. The money you get from your job. It's active, meaning it depends entirely on your time and effort. The second type is portfolio income. This comes from investments like stocks, bonds, and dividends. Here, your money starts to work for you. And third, there's passive income. This is the holy grail. It's money that flows in with minimal ongoing effort after you've done the initial work. Think of rental properties, online businesses, or even a successful YouTube channel. Rich people focus intensely on building up their portfolio and passive income because these income streams aren't tied to the clock. They can be scaled infinitely. Now, one of the biggest myths out there is that poor people are lazy. That's just not true. In fact, many low-income individuals work incredibly hard, often juggling multiple jobs and dealing with constant stress. The problem isn't a lack of effort, it's the direction of that effort. Working harder inside a broken system won't lead to freedom. If every dollar you earn is immediately spent on bills, debt, and things that lose value, you'll never build wealth. That's why even people with high salaries can feel broke. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and what you do with it. This brings us to a crucial concept: the difference between assets and liabilities. It's a simple idea that will change your life. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It's that simple. Assets include things like stocks that pay dividends, a rental property that generates monthly income, or a business that runs without you. Liabilities are things like a fancy car bought on a high-interest loan, designer clothes on a credit card, or any debt that costs you money each month. The rich prioritize buying assets first. They use the income from those assets to pay for their lifestyle and buy their luxuries. The poor and middle class often do the exact opposite. They buy liabilities first: the new phone, the expensive car, and tell themselves they'll invest what's left over. But later rarely comes, because there's never anything left over. And here's a secret: most wealthy people don't just quit their day jobs overnight. They use their jobs strategically. A steady paycheck is a powerful tool. It provides the capital to save and invest. While they're working their 9 to 5, they're quietly building their asset column on the side. They buy a stock here, a small rental property there. Over time, these assets grow and start generating enough income to cover their living expenses. Only when their passive income surpasses their salary do they consider leaving their job. This path requires patience, discipline, and thinking long-term. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-rich-for-sure plan. Another powerful force the wealthy understand is compound growth. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding is simply your money earning money, and then that new money also earning money. It creates a snowball effect. Small, Consistent investments, when left to grow and reinvest over time, can explode into massive wealth. While many people are chasing quick wins and hot stock tips, the truly wealthy are playing the long game. They let time and consistency do the heavy lifting for them. The sad part is, our traditional education system fails to teach us any of this. Schools are designed to create good employees, not wealthy entrepreneurs. They teach us to be obedient, to memorize facts, and to specialize in a skill so we can get a job. Financial literacy, investing, and building assets are almost completely ignored. This means learning how money really works becomes our own personal responsibility. But here's the good news: thinking like the rich doesn't require you to be rich right now. It starts with awareness and small, deliberate actions. Start by tracking your expenses to see where your money is actually going. Cut back on unnecessary spending. Set a goal to save a certain percentage of your income, no matter how small. Start learning the basics of investing. You don't need to be an expert. Just start. These simple habits, when repeated over months and years, will create a massive financial transformation. Ultimately, true wealth isn't about Ferraris and mansions. It's about freedom. The freedom to choose how you spend your time, the freedom to pursue your passions without worrying about a paycheck, and the freedom from the constant stress of money. Money is just a tool. To achieve that freedom, when your money works for you, you are no longer its slave, you are its master. So remember the fundamental difference: poor people work for money, rich people make money work for them. This shift doesn't happen by chance, it's the result of a different mindset. A commitment to financial education and consistent action over time. By understanding these principles, building your asset column, and thinking for the long term, you can start your journey toward financial independence and take control of your future. Starting today. Thanks for watching. If this video sparked a new idea for you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next one. See you soon.